Alright, it's finally time for Pokemon Fusion Generation Part 2. I'm so... OBJECTION! Why not? Alright, well, fine then. So be it. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is, if memory serves, there's absolutely nothing of interest over here. So naturally, we're going to explore this area. Right now! This child here has been obsessed with shorts since Gen 1. What gives? Holy shit! Who gave that to a child? And how many small children do you think fit inside that thing? Back to the subject of shorts. Ever wonder what it's like at this kid's house around Christmas? Son, this year we bought you the latest console, a bicycle, and tickets to a rock concert. Ah, that stuff's lame. I was hoping Grandma would knit me another pair of shorts. Wow, that's right. On top of everything else, all the fusions that I get from gym leaders also get boosted experience. So the game had already doubled my experience, and then it'll keep giving me Pokemon that get an additional 50% bonus. So, if I'm not mistaken, that means I'm getting 3 times standard experience with Gerudo here. It's not enough. It's never enough. More experience, more power! I should mention, they've also reduced the number of enemies in the game, the number of trainers and encounters, so another reason why there's more experience. Yay! Those aren't even on sale yet. I'm glad to have one. Time to go heal. Back. Alright. And you! Yes! Yes, I will show you my cutest Pokemon. My cutest component... my cutest Pokemon is this hideous rock creature. Actually, it kind of looks alright. I need something more terrifying looking. I need like a Ghastly or something. Why? I'm cutting that one. She just kept using Sleep and Charm. Tedious. Double battle! Zack and Jen. This isn't a double battle. What is this? Okay, well, very well. Wait, what am I doing? Gerudo is rock type. It's weak to ground. Oh, crap. What was I thinking? Oh. Oh. Oh, Oh, no! Oh! Arena Trap? Why does Diglett have this ability? How is it preventing me from withdrawing? How does this work? What does this look like? Another reason we're going down this, what I believe was a dead end is because, we need to level. Oh, look at that. The other guy's off camera. It's supposed to be like that? What was that exclamation point for? What did he just realize? What great epiphany has he just come to? Oh, he realized that he just needs cut. Fire breather is apparently a very popular profession in the world of Pokemon. Oh crap, because you're mixed with Bug, you're not resistant to fire. And that does not matter in the least. Okay. Who decided that there should be fire camels? I mean, I'm okay with the Pokemon. I mean, Numel's one of the better ones to come out of that generation. It's just the hump being a volcano? That was a bit of a stretch. Very odd decision, I think. Ah, crap. You know, Rock Bug is such a weird combination. There's so many things that Rock is resistant to, but Bug is weak to, that just end up balancing out. And so many things that Bug is weak to that Rock is resistant to. It works both ways. It's interesting. And I hope you can finish this off. Alright. Gonna have to go back and get you healed. Happening. Ooh, be good. Oh, what are you doing? What is that? Is that a new dance? It's Get Down! Get down, you little what, that means dated? Fine. Pretend I said something about Gangnam Style. Oh, okay, you're a soccer goalie. I see how it is. Wow, my Pokemon's poisoned and dying. There's untold horrors that lurk in the tall grasses. But there's an item. Greed! Oh, well. You know, I think it's amazing just how many pieces of the moon get left lying around in fields. I can't tell you how many times I've tripped and fallen on my face because that litter bug, Neil Armstrong, couldn't be bothered to dispose of his lunar detritus in a museum like a responsible astronaut. Sandshrew. I always thought these things looked more like an armadillo than shrews. I mean, aren't those armor plates? I've seen wild shrew. Rattata over here looks more like a shrew. Defense curl. Again, isn't that armadillo behavior, not shrew behavior? Come on, Rattata, it's only 60% stronger than you by levels. I should have used Ivysaur. Ivysaur, also really useful for capturing Pokemon. Why? Because Poison and Leech Seed. Now, you will slowly have your life drained away. Why does that fail so often? Yeah, good enough. Pokemon, go! Should I push B up? I should. It's not living in the desert, though. Read this description and tell me that it's not an armadillo. Mankey capture. A 60-pound pig monkey that knows kung fu. How could I possibly turn up one of these? you realize that according to its height, this thing's almost as big as my Mankey! Ew! Someone left this half-eaten lollipop in the dirt! I'm sure my Ivysaur will just love it! Ain't I a caring and responsible trainer? I've played Red and Blue so many times, and Yellow, and Fire Red, and Fire Blue, and ROM hacks. I'm so grateful I don't have to go through Mount Moon again, because I am so sick of Zubats. I actually appreciate that cut. Diglett's Cave isn't nearly so bad at all. Arena Trap again? Let's cut ahead. It's just... Oh geez, come on. Come on now! You got to be kidding me! Enough! Come on, just let me get through. Just let me get through this cave. Just let me get through this cave. Come on, just... Oh my gosh! Come on! Come on! Ugh, I'm an idiot. I have a repel. I've had a repel this whole time! Oh man. Oh jeez, look at how long this was. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh. Come on now. We could have had something other than Diglett in there. A little variety, please. If you're gonna have that many encounters, come on now. I'm not going back through that tunnel. Probably just more Dittos trying to pass themselves off as human. What? I figured it'd be a constant problem in the world of Pokemon. You know, the whole fusions and plot and everything lies to the north, but we're going east. Well, where is everyone? This field should be filled with gamblers and engineers laying power lines and, Wait, why were the gamblers here in Red Blue anyway? Were they placing bets on which electrical engineer would fry himself first? Wow, that's pretty dark. I hate these. Team Aqua and Team Magma. I just hate them. They were terrible villains. Team Magma's evil goal was to increase the world's landmass? Why should I care? Then you find out their plan is to cause a volcanic eruption right next to a populated city. That's not evil! That's stupid! Impossibly stupid! I hate them so much! I really thought Nintendo could never make a crappier group of villains. Then, I played Pokemon Ranger. The less said about the Go Rock Squad, the better. Much better than Mimic, I would say. And now oh, it didn't get used up. I can reuse my TMs as many times as I want. My technical machines aren't disposable. They don't break after the first use. That is wonderful. See, I have no reason not to use TMs. Most games I find myself holding on to all my TMs and never using any of them because, well, maybe I'll find a Pokemon that could use that move better. Or something. I don't know why. I just always hang on to all my TMs all game. This game, I might as well just use them. Alright. Alright. So, no ships departing. Okay. Why am I even in this town? Why am I even in Vermilion City? There's nothing to the east. There's no ship, no gym, for now. Why am I even here? No, I don't want you. No, I don't. No, I don't have any of those. No. Why do you have to find heart scales to use the move tutor anyway? Ah. I want a bike voucher. Please regale me with your tales of how awesome Rapidash is. Apparently you don't have a Rapidash anymore. That's sad. Oh, you just all want to trade. Well, that's lovely. I appreciate that there's a lot more people to trade with, but I'm not really interested in doing a whole lot of trading right now. Ooh. I do like the idea of a Glaceon, but I also like Umbreon, but I also like all the Eevee. Like, I just like Eevee. Just in all its forms. I don't know. Meowth might still be my favorite Pokemon, but you know, Eevee comes real close. Eevee comes real close to being my favorite. Alright, let me pick up a few more of these, because... oh, holy shit. That tunnel. Hey, hold still. But... Hold on. We need to count. 1, 2, not even a door on it, but still, that's 2. 3 houses so far. 4. This is a club, but we'll count it as a 5. 6 houses. 1 gym, 1 mark, and 1 Pokemon Center. For a grand total of 9 structures. And these people even put little box gardens outside their houses. Not flowers. I'm not sure what they're growing. What are they growing? Anyway, pollution, huh? 9 buildings? Pollution? Really? Really? There's no cars. There's no industry. There's no smokestacks. Ah! Oh no. If they build this, it will be 10 structures. Well, that would throw your whole ecosystem out of balance there. Yeah, I can see why you'd be worried. This old guy, he's... just look at him. Just look at him there. That is an unscrupulous face if I've ever seen one. He's using a Machop. Not heavy diesel-powered machinery. That's because he lulls us into thinking he actually cares about the environment. But I know his type. Once this building is complete, he'll enact a plot straight out of Captain Planet. Okay, so I don't know what was up with that defective double team last time, but we've got a perfectly working double battle here. So yes, the game does in fact have double battles. Too bad this one's terribly boring and we're gonna skip it. Okay, I cannot possibly be the only person who looks at this thing and sees a little girl. I mean, it's got a dress. You can see the pigtails. It's even pink. The way I figure it, some sprite artist working at Nintendo was getting annoyed at this big-mouthed child that he was babysitting, and decided to, well, just make a Pokemon based on her, I guess. Makes you wonder, what other Pokemon were just people who pissed off the developers? Mr. Mime? And what about the poor soul who inspired Jinx? What did she do to deserve that? Such thought and creativity goes into Pokemon designs. I'd never be able to do things like this. I mean, you look at a little girl, you think, oh yeah, that could be a Pokemon. You look at a rock, you think, oh yeah, that could be a Pokemon. You look at an ice cream cone, oh yeah, that could be a Pokemon. A cow, an owl, a chicken, anything! So I capture a whole bunch of Pokemon here, but the only one of particular note is Bellsprout. Why is that, you might ask? Well, as you can see, a Bellsprout's thin and flexible body lets it bend and sway to avoid any attack, however strong it may be. From its mouth, it leaks a fluid that melts even, which is good to know, and I'll be sure to pull out my Bellsprout if I ever have any even that I need to melt. Alright, let me check both ways real quick. Nobody's watching? Great! Time to go embarrass myself! What gave it away? Do I have an accent? Or was it when we did that secret Hoenn's handshake? Or maybe, just maybe, you recognized me because I'm the champion of the Hoenn region! What this guy did, it'd be sort of like meeting PewDiePie on the street and going, I bet you're a YouTuber, aren't you? I can tell, because I'm from YouTube too! Anyway, back to embarrassing myself. I'll send out my all-powerful flower, which will have its ass handed to it by a butterfly. I'm no expert on the natural world, but it seems to me that everything about this is embarrassing. It's a good thing I had reserves. Why yes, I imagine it would be hard to have a picnic. Especially when you insist on attacking every person who walks by. What's that? Says the game's author. You want to explore the game at your own pace? You dare to leave the track I've laid out for you? Well, a little girl stands in your way. And a little girl standing in your way is an absolutely insurmountable object. You cannot possibly get past her watchful vigil. Nope. Now get in the underground tunnel. And do remember to spay and neuter your Pokemon. You can do so for free at this daycare/clinic. In fact, they insist. In fact, if you leave your Pokemon here, they'll do so for you, without your permission, without even informing you. It's the only explanation I can come up with for why there's no Pokemon breeding in this game. The rocks of Nope? Obstructing my path? Who would dare do such a thing? I've got it. I figured it out! That little girl that prevented me from entering that town back there? That was the dastardly Katie Von Nope. She's been the mastermind of it all this whole time. That guard who wouldn't let me at Mount Moon? That was her father. The Team Aqua and Team Magma members that prevented me from going through that pass earlier? Those were her brothers and sisters. That old man who told me that Surge wasn't at his gym. Damn you, Katie Von Nope! You and your whole bloodline! But I will outlast you. I am more persistent. I will persevere! For I am Hadrix Von Yep! It's Pokemon Social Services! Run! Yet another good reason to spay and or neuter your Pokemon as necessary. Attract? There's a story here. One of heartbreak and woe. A man trying with all his soul to master Attract. But alas, silly human, Attract is for Pokemon. Or perhaps there's a darker story here. He's a Ditto that's taken human form, and now he's trying to make eggs with our women! Thankfully, our species proved resilient to his Attract TM. But we can never let our guards down. It's only a matter of time before the Dittos take over. Hadrix used crime. It was super effective. No Pokemon to steal here. This house is worthless! His failure was unworthy of the internet's attentions. Actually, this isn't a Pokemon. This is just my little sister. What are you doing to my little sister? What? Why? Just take your sister to Poke Center. She'll be fine. It's not like they can tell the difference between humans and people anymore. Not since the Ditto Uprising of '87. Take your Pokemon? You mean like that Staryu back there? Why yes, I'd love to. Just leave it on a table unattended. Rare Pokemon, you say? Actually, I'd like to inspect these rare Pokemon of yours. Let me see what you've... That's a mop head. That is a dirty, dirty mop head. In fact, the thing's gone so moldy, I think you could classify it as a grass type. If I were a pragmatist, I would take them on one at a time. Nice and safe. But I prefer to be reckless! Paris. I wouldn't be fusing Paris with anything else. I mean, it's already a composite life form. Do you really want that fungus on its back learning to adapt to different species? It could become a horrifying pestilence infecting everything. And once it gets into the Dittos, then even humanity won't be safe from it. Whoa, that's some heavy stuff there! The only thing standing in my way! Is she the only thing to stop me from becoming a Pokemon Master? My gosh, what's she gonna throw at me? I'm not ready! I'm not... An Oddish! An Oddish! Never mind. After all these people throwing pigeons and dirty mop heads at me, it's nice to finally meet a real Pokemon trainer. This is what every Pokemon battle should be like. It's not often spoken of, but all the trainers are actually Psychic type. We can tell what type of Pokemon they're going to use before they use it. Or maybe it's the fact that he held up his Pokeball and screamed, War Turtle, I choose you! That had plenty of time to react to what he was doing. I always really liked those wing things on War Turtle's head. It's a shame that he loses them when he evolves. In fact, when you come to think of it, that touch is really out of place with his, evolution chain. Yep, I think I should just keep doing what I'm doing here. This strategy seems to be working for me. Let's see how this plays out. Well, it's a good thing that I have so many strong and fearsome monsters in my party. Caterpie, I believe in you. You can do this. Now excuse me while I ignore what you're doing and root around in my bag for a minute looking for a healing item. Ah yes, fresh water. I believe if I pour this all over my rock type, Sudowoodo, it'll, heal him? Wait a minute. How does this work again? Oh geez, no wonder he doesn't want to leave his house. It's surrounded by bill collectors. Did you really need so many different kinds of insurance, Bill? Then again, considering what you're involved with, maybe you need all the insurance you can get. All the way here. What are you talking about? Surge, you're from Vermilion City. That's like a 5-minute walk. Now I have come all the way from the Hoenn region. And now, finally, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. I finally get a chance to stick something in Bill's fusion machine. You actually have 4 different options here. You can feed it a Pikachu, along with his Eevee to get a Pika-V, which is what I did the first time I played this game. You could feed it Charmander or Charmeleon, Bulbasaur or Ivysaur, or Squirtle or Wartortle. Obviously this game I set myself up with an Ivysaur, so we know what we're gonna get. Oh, look at the poor thing. It just scampers right on into the machine. Does it even know what's about to be done to it? Oh. The fusion was a success. I'm not sure which implication I find more terrifying. That whatever happens to stumble out of the machine qualifies as a success? Or the implication that there can be failures? Hey, I'm not all that great with nicknames. It was either this, or else call him Flower Butt. And nobody wants the second option. Trust me, I did a poll. Actually, I'm not even really sure if that is a flower bud on its butt. That might just be some kind of boil or something. Maybe I should ask Nurse Joy to lance it. Cerulean City. Well, seeing as there's literally no possible way you could have possibly gotten to this house without passing through Cerulean City, and also you had to push your way through a crowd to barge into a stranger's house, I find nothing about this suspicious whatsoever. Also, if you're wondering, I just reformatted Bill's hard drive. Why? Because I could. But don't worry, I'll implicate Lieutenant Surge. What? You didn't believe I was the good guy, did you? Pfft, let's look at my recent track record. I just stuffed my most faithful and loving companion into that machine to transform it into what you saw. And while that Eevee scampered in willingly, I had to stuff my Ivysaur in there. And right before that, I had stolen a Staryu right off somebody's table. And before that, well, let's just say there was a reason I left the Hoenn region in such a hurry that I didn't bring any of my stuff and only a single Pokemon. Wow. I guess you were right, Bill. You were wise to have so many different kinds of insurance. Wait, do any of those actually have a clause for Zubats flying off with your house? Ugh. Actually, you might be in a pickle. I already gave you my rant about these guys. But hey, at least they have a better scheme in this game than they did in their source material. And this is actually kind of a cool fight, because I get to go into the fight, it's a double battle, where I get to have an ally with me. Pokemon Essentials actually really impresses me. There's so much that's just built into it, so many tools, and just so much that you can do with it. It's really quite impressive. I'll go ahead and include a link in my description below if any of you have any interest in RPG Maker, or especially if the idea of making your own Pokemon game appeals to you. You should definitely check it out. Going? Where do you think you're going? I'm hereby confiscating all your Pokemon and turning you over to Officer Jenny. What do you have to say to that? Oh wait, no, I can't turn you into Officer Jenny. She might recognize my face from the posters. Never mind then. Hey! Now, don't you try to pin this on me. I'd have gladly left y'all to rot in a prison cell. Wait. I've never even seen a prison, come to think of it. Do prisons even exist in this world? In fact, What do the police do to you when they catch you? Ah, tough break, Bill. I remember when Zubats ran off with my camper. Damn things are a menace. Almost as bad as Diglets. Have I mentioned how much I like that TMs are reusable in this game? Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, this is where the game really begins. So I tried something different this time, and it took like 1,000 years to make, but I think I figured my way around it now. But you'll have to let me know if you like this, or if you prefer for me to go back to the more casual way that I did things in part 1. So,